everyone and welcome back to a brand new video.
Hello.
So today we're heading into Stratford-Upon-Avon. We've never been there before and we're just going to have a good old explore.
Yeah, well, we're here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Like the Swan's Nest Hotel, which we're staying at, is like we can walk to everything from here, which is fantastic.
We're literally right in the middle, surrounded by the river and Shakespeare's house and everything like that. Yeah. So we're really excited. If you haven't seen the vlog before this one, we actually went to an event at Warwick Castle, the Dragon Slayer. Yeah. It was epic. So if you haven't checked out that vlog, I'll put it in the description box. So yeah, we saw that amazing show last night. We stayed over in this lovely hotel and now we're heading to Stratford-Upon-Avon.
Let's go!
So this is the exit of the hotel that we were staying in, the Swan's Nest. Highly, highly, highly recommend. If you go on the video before this one, the Warwick Castle one, we'd actually do a room tour of the room. But we're here now. We're going to head into Avon boating and see if we can go on a little boat trip.
I think it's around.
Let's have a look. So yeah, we just walked around the corner and then we have arrived at the entrance, Avon boating. The rowing boats, punts and canoes are £8 per hour. So we're either going to do that or we might see if there's a river cruise. So that's more like a tour. We're going to see, like that's it, 30-minute river cruise and it takes you around Stratford. It's beautiful here.
So we decided that we were going to do the actual river cruise rather than the rowboat, just because the river cruise is leaving in 10 minutes. So there's the hotel we stayed in, Swan's Nest Hotel. So we just got through on our little river cruise.
It was really nice, very relaxing.
I got very excited about seeing swans. I love swans.
I've got a video of Martyn and it reminds me of when the Queen sees cows and she's like, cows! Martyn's like, swans!
Well, it's just because when living in Windsor, I saw so many of them. And then
became friends with this one particular swan that had babies.
Yeah, it had babies and it was like cordoned off because they're protected. So like they actually made an area for it. And then every time I'd go for a walk, I would pass by and they'd grown a little bit every time.
You'd go visit them.
Inside the Shakespeare Theatre, and look who's got a massive poster. DT. And then I love these that they've got all the way along the corridor. Different shows. Christopher Eccleston, Macbeth. So there's a promotional trailer for A Christmas Carol which is on here at Christmas, obviously, but Adrian Edmondson is in it and I really, really want to come and see it.
We're going to book it, we think, and then we might stay at the Swan's Nest Hotel again.
Yeah, so this is it, and I've loved Adrian Edmondson for the longest time because I used to love him in Young Ones and Bottom with Rick Mail, and I never got to see like the live shows they did, so it would be amazing to come and see one of my favourites in something. So just grabbed some drinks from the RSC cafe. So I got a skinny latte, Helena got this, but you forgot that it was a fizzy drink.
I forgot it was lemonade. In my head I just thought it was juice, so I went like that.
And then opened it.
And then opened it, and then it went everywhere. I was like, oh yeah, it's a fizzy drink.
There it is! There's the front entrance. And it looks, we haven't been inside the auditorium, but like the cafe and stuff, and the way they've decked it out with all the photos and
it's really nice.
Video screens.
Quite modern.
Really
like,
nice.
The way that they've decked it all out.
Yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can come and see
a Christmas carol. It'd be lovely to see Stratford at Christmas as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure they probably decorate, and I think it'll be really cute. So look out for a vlog around Christmas time, hopefully.
And now we're going to try and find Shakespeare's Birthplace, because we've done the ticket where you can get 3 in 1.
Yeah.
Because it was £26, and then
£26 for all of them, and then £20 for one. So
right.
It worked out. So that's Shakespeare's Birthplace, Anne Hathaway's Cottage, and then Shakespeare's New Place.
Yes.
We're not sure if we're going to be able to film.
We'll film the outside, maybe.
Yeah. And then I think you can take photos, maybe. So we'll probably share some if we can.
Yeah. Got a museum. Mechanical Art and Design Museum. Entrance to Shakespeare's Birthplace just down here.
Also behind is a Rhodey's Fudge, which is in Windsor as well. Really good fudge.
So I'm guessing, because there's lots of people having their photos taken out front, that this is Shakespeare's birthplace. In case you couldn't tell, we're in a Christmas shop. And there's 133 days till Christmas.
I'm excited to decorate in our house for the first time this Christmas.
Oh yeah!
Like, because it'd be our first Christmas in the house.
Of course.
Should we get him?
Look at all these Santas.
He's actually really sweet. I would like a little Santa.
Look at Rudolph. Look at all these baubles.
Oh, look at the little legs.
Oh, Santa in a hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon.
Get a robin for the tree.
That's really sweet.
We keep getting visited by a robin in our garden, don't we? Wow. I mean, look at that. It's a snow globe. Oh, that's quite a cute one. I like that with Santa.
Yeah, it's so cute. How cute.
Look at this. A Santa with a puppy. I really like this countdown Santa.
You could count down from 99.
So this Christmas shop is incredible. So many cool things in there. There was a few items that we have thought about purchasing, but if you want to find it, then it's directly opposite Shakespeare's Birthplace. So many cool shops. There's a Peter Rabbit shop, and then just around the corner from that Christmas one, there's a teddy bear shop.
So cute.
With a giant teddy outside.
Into that Peter Rabbit shop.
Alright. So this is the entrance, the Shakespeare Centre. So highlighted in red are the sayings that we use in modern sort of.
Fair play, I say that. Oops, not one wink, I say that.
Stood on ceremony.
More for you.
Seen better days.
The game is up.
Give the devil his due.
Good riddance.
Crazy, isn't it?
Send me packing.
For goodness sake.
Laughing stock. So many.
I think a phrase that I want to say more and put into conversation is, what the dickens?
And tut tut.
So before we get to the actual birthplace, the house, this is like an extension. It's a bit of an exhibit first of all. This is the earliest image of Shakespeare's birthplace in our collection.
That's what we're saying.
From 1769. These costumes are modern replicas of the fashions of the late 1500s. And then these are costumes, modern replicas of the fashions of the early 1600s. I think there's an audio guide that you can access on your mobile phone as well. Here's a list of plays and when they were first written or performed. The amount's crazy. I love these. These are bronze medallions that were created to commemorate the opening of the Shakespeare Centre in 1964. And it's all the different plays depicting different scenes from the plays. It's got a timeline for like the house and stuff. So in 1597 is when he buys the new place, which is what we're going to go and have a look at later. So we're in the garden first of all. Ah, there's the house over the other side. So yeah, I don't think we can film when we're inside, but we'll take some photos and then try and talk about it after.
It's really quiet at the moment. Maybe the heat's putting people
Really, that first bit was really good as well, that exhibit. I didn't know that would be there. I'm old and fragile, please do not shake my branches. Right, we're gonna go inside. There's a sign, no flash photography, no tripods, and no selfie sticks. So I think we can't film. I'm going up the stairs. Going up the stairs. There's the main street. Charles Dickens visited Shakespeare's birthplace when the house was put up for public auction in 1847 and became involved with the campaign to save it for the nation. What the Dickens? So this window was originally on the birth room of the birthplace, and then people used to etch notes in for if they'd visited. So this is the birth room, where that window was originally on. Well, that was pretty darn cool.
That was cool. Where he was lived and born.
And then there was an extension built on once William Shakespeare's father died, as a way to get money and turn it into like an inn, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm like 16 something, so still really old.
And then something else found out about William Shakespeare's dad is that he used to sell gloves.
Yes.
From one of the windows on the front. See if I can spot that when we go around.
Talk guy Martyn out in full force.
We're in the gift shop. I like these hoodies.
Shakespeare chic.
You can get a cap as well. Notebooks with different quotes on. Which one would you go for?
Devise wit, write pen, for I am whole volumes in. Scribbled form, drawn with a pen upon parchment. That's quite a nice one if you're writing.
I like, I'll note you in my book of memory. I've never seen any of these before. Has anybody else? Manga Shakespeare. So old stories but done in manga style. I like this shirt. Willpower. And then some of the plays listed. Oh, they got it in blue.
10.50.
Right, we're out of the birthplace. That was really fascinating. And there he is. I want to open up a debate though, because obviously there is, do you know, like the difference of opinion in terms of like whether Shakespeare actually wrote all those plays,
yes, I
or
know.
whether it was somebody different. Like
I haven't read into it though.
Some people think it was Christopher Marlowe instead. Like, what do you think? Put it in the comments. Not sure.
Wasn't it a woman?
But then there's like, I don't know, it's hard. I think, who is it? Is it Ian McKellen?
How will you know?
I can't remember who, is it Derek Jacobi? It's either one way or the other, but Derek Jacobi either thinks that Shakespeare didn't write them and Ian McKellen does think, or it's the other way around. So it's like a debate.
You'll never know for sure, will you?
Healthy debate, isn't it? I think I will go with, he did write them. I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to say he did.
I'm going to go with he wrote them, but with a little help from his friends.
Goodbye with little help from my friends. Ooh, Rod Macbeth with a little help from my friends. It was one of these two windows. I think it's the end one where I used to sell the gloves from. So here it is, the Peter Rabbit shop. It's too hot. Modelling balloon set. You'll know we're pretty bad at putting together jigsaw puzzles. Maybe we should just get like one like this. So we found Winnie the Pooh.
This is the classic collection. Oh, so cute.
Oh yeah, there he is. Look at him. And then a bit more like Disney there. And oh look, Paddington.
Oh, all our favourites.
There he is. Just having a quick look at the map. Although I've just realised we've got the map in the bag from the hotel.
We're here and then we're going to go here.
So that's where we need to go next. So Henley Street. So we want to go down that street. And then to the right.
Yeah, we did.
Oh no. So that was the window for Debenhams, but yeah, closed down since then. The old bank, established 1810.
It's so cute here. I love it more than I thought I would. It's really
Oh, look at this stretch. Mercure Hotel, the Shakespeare.
Oh, I think that came up actually when I was looking at hotels.
There's a church here with the old houses.
Oh wow. And then,
Oh, here it is. This is Shakespeare's new place. Ah, right. So the house isn't actually here anymore, got knocked down, but this is what would have been the entrance. Someone struggling with the heat. Right, you've got the leaflet. There's some talks over there.
Stand now.
What is this bit? What's this one? Tour guide Helena. Oh, they've got this
well.
Scan Me as well.
Oh no, that's the well. The King's ship, a 16th century galleon tossed on the high seas of the Tempest.
Ah, yes. So theming things around the different plays and stories. So this is, which one, sorry? Not Garden.
This is not Garden.
So it's keeping
in the theme of what the garden would have been like.
Original 1918 design.
Yeah.
Gonna go around in the shade, and then there's an exhibition as well in there, which is cool. I think it's definitely worth like grouping all of the places together in a ticket.
Definitely, because all of them together was 26, and then it was 20 for Shakespeare's Birthplace and £15 just to get in here.
Yeah.
And
it seems like not a lot of people realise that it's not here anymore.
Yeah,
the actual house.
Yeah, because a lot of people think it's going to be the actual house. So definitely group them together if you want to come here, because I don't think paying £15 a lot of money for just one place.
And you don't have to do them all in one day. You can come back.
You can come back.
What was the length of it? Was it October?
October.
Yeah. So Helena was just saying that in the new place, I like how it's called Shakespeare's new place, new pad. Lived here
for 19 years, from 1597 to 1616. Demolished over 300 years ago.
Wow.
So it hasn't been here for a really long time.
We're on a hunt for is it a mulberry tree that they think was planted by Shakespeare? It's in the next garden. Oh, no?
Grown from a cutting of the tree, was said to have been planted by Shakespeare.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Whoa, these are some big gardens. So there was those gardens and this garden, and then the house was in the first section, is that right? I'm not sure. I'm guessing that this was the house was, because it was at the time it was the second largest house in Stratford, if memory serves correctly from what I've read so far.
Yeah.
Is this the tree?
Or it's that one. I think it's that one actually.
Oh, this one?
That's the one.
The one that's like, it looks like it's in a well.
Mulberry tree.
No, it was this one. This mulberry tree, offspring of the parent tree nearby, was planted by Dame Peggy. Oh no, maybe you're right.
Both mulberry trees.
On the 8th of September 1969 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the first Shakespeare Festival at Stratford-Upon-Avon. So this tree is offspring from that tree.
From that tree. And that tree apparently was made from a cutting that Shakespeare apparently planted. But again,
not sure.
It's up for debate. Common mulberry.
A scion?
Yeah.
A scion of the tree planted by Shakespeare near his last residence.
Removed it.
I need to I need to research the definition of scion. Alright, done my research. A scion, how do you say it?
Scion.
A scion is a young shoot or twig of a plant, especially one cut for grafting or rooting. Around the garden there's all these different statues. This one is based on The Winter's Tale. This one is Hamlet. You got the swords, you got the skull. This alto relievo, I'm not sure how you say that, big statue representing Shakespeare seated between the dramatic muse and the genius of painting. Henry IV. And this one is... this is for Sir John Falstaff. The character. Yeah. So we're going to go in the exhibition now. So the house next door was built around 1530. It now hosts exhibitions about the archaeology of the site, how New Place would have looked, and what Shakespeare's family life was like. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we might get an idea of how big it was and stuff. Over 2 floors, immerse yourself in the history. Let's go do that.
Got a nice balcony.
Yeah.
With some nice views.
Yes. So this is an official copy of a legal action known as a fine to show Shakespeare's purchase of New Place.
He paid 120 quid.
So this is how the New Place looked. I'm just trying to get sort of like...
Do you think that garden was in the middle?
Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, so if you look out the large bay window to what is now a garden, you are looking at the site of where New Place stood. Okay, so like it was here, and then, oh, there's the well, right, yeah. So the well was in the centre, and then you had, that's where the front was, and then at the back here as well.
Yeah, just before the garden, I think.
Ah, that's why there was, because there's like a seat and desk up the top there, and they called that is a writing chair and desk. Okay, right, I get it now, yeah. Here's the viewing terrace. Pretty! And there's the theatre at the back there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is.
So William Shakespeare is buried in a prominent position in the chancel of Holy Trinity Church. So I don't know if we'll see that today. And then this is a copy of the last will and testament.
So we just picked up a little picnic from Tesco, which we're gonna have in the park because it's so pretty. But Martyn just wanted to come and see these statues.
Yeah, so got different characters dotted around here. And then this.
Who's that up the top?
It's Shakespeare, I think.
Is it?
It was removed from the Memorial Theatre Gardens to this site in 1933.
Hamlet, Lady Macbeth, Falstaff and Prince Hal.
Yeah.
Lord Ronald Gower sculpted it.
Ah, okay. Got our little picnic, got my sandwich.
Got my wrap. Well, not wrap, baguette.
And then we just decided to sit in the shade, and it's funny because we had our coffee over there earlier on today, and now we're sat over here having our lunch. So I think we showed this, was it in the previous?
In the previous vlog, I think.
But this is the big wheel. I just can't get over how fast it's going around.
It looks like it does rock a fair amount.
So we won't be doing that on this trip, but that's quite a cool thing.
So we just picked up the car and we've headed to Anne Hathaway's cottage.
Destination number 3.
Destination number 3. This is going to be our last destination of the day.
The car park, it's a Saturday.
Uh-huh.
And it is just so quiet.
Really quiet. We are here near the end.
If you go on the Ringo app, and then search Anne Hathaway's cottage car park. It'll tell you whether it's busy or not as well.
That's good, so you can know before you drive over.
And shortest one you do is up to 3 hours, and it was £2.20.
Yeah, I think we'll only be here for like an hour and a half maybe. But yeah, we're gonna head in and see our last stop of the day. Very exciting. And yeah, I feel like it's been a good day. We've seen loads.
We have. We nearly forgot you on the final stop. We did the last clip you saw, and then popped the camera down on my seat as we got out the car, and then realised when we got to the cottage that we left you on the seat, so just come back to pick you up. Here we are, Anne Hathaway's cottage. We're inside. You can do the scan the QR code. Oh, it brings it. It's on Vimeo.
Oh, it's a video.
So there's
We
all
haven't
these
done this for
different.
any of the others.
There's all these different videos.
Oh,
Hathaway family, William and Anne,
that's good.
cottage through time. Yeah.
As you go round, we're going to tell you some of the stories and the history connected with the cottage.
So it was a working farm.
I'm sure it normally looks a lot more luscious and green.
We're doing the trail first. There's all the apples. These gardens are huge. Shakespeare tree garden.
And the sculptures.
So 1999, these sculptures were created, inspired by Shakespeare. This sceptred isle, this earth of majesty, this seat of Mars, this other Eden, demi-paradise, this fortress built by nature for herself against infection and the hand of war, this happy breed of men, this little world, this precious stone set in the silver sea. There's Helena. What's this one? So obviously we had a reading there. This one's called History Play by Jane Lawrence. Next sculpture we found, the birds have had a go at him. Brutus. I think what we've deciphered is that Shakespeare he quite liked including trees. Because they've got...
As I did sleep under this yew tree here.
Yeah, they've got quotes from different plays where he's mentioned all these different kinds of tree. We just sat down, watched a few more of the videos. There was a really interesting one about William and Anne, and about how on 2 different documents relating to their wedding, there's 2 different names. One of them's Anne Hathaway, and then the other one's a different name. And then they don't, like, they said it's a mystery because they didn't know whether he was in love with somebody else, or it was just an error by the person that was filling out the documentation, because they were dealing with that family that had a different second name earlier on in the day.
It's like a Ross and Rachel situation.
It's all
I Ross, take thee Rachel.
To the cottage. It's pretty, isn't it? Probably the prettiest one we've seen.
So I was just asking Martyn, is this Anne Hathaway's house pre The Princess Diaries?
I'm sorry. Am I right, Budge? Is this the story? So they slept sitting up because they were worried that if they lay down, then the devil would get them?
Oh, I thought it was that the bed was risen.
Oh, I thought it was that they were sat up. We'll have to research. We just double checked. So yeah, it was that they slept upright in their beds because they were worried that the devil would mistake them for being dead if they were lying down. Go on then, what's the next one?
This is all one rope, and they used to have to tighten it for the mattress. Well, their equivalent.
Yeah.
And that's where the saying "sleep tight" came from.
Ah. Right, so we're done with the cottage, and I was just watching the last video, and it was 368 years of continuous occupation by the same family.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
For this cottage, and Mary Baker was the first person to like open it up to visitors, and she had like famous visitors. I think it's I can't remember who it said.
Charles Dickens.
Oh yeah. And other famous people
a
of the
president,
time.
I can't remember the name.
And then it like got painters and artists along. They all wanted to like capture it. But she used to serve all the visitors a cup of tea and a pork pie. But
I wish she was still doing that. I'd have one now.
But then it got to the point where she was just she couldn't. She was worried that she couldn't make cups of tea for everybody. So then that's when the Shakespeare Trust,
Birthplace Trust,
took over. But then she was still here, living here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I think it's my favourite cottage out of them all. It's very picturesque.
It's very nice. Oh, it's been fantastic. It's been very inspiring.
It has. Especially because obviously we both love theatre and obviously Shakespeare. But yeah, it has been really inspiring and relaxing and really nice. Yeah. Thank you for a lovely day.
Thank you. So yeah, now we're going to head back to the car and start our journey back. Actually, we're going to go through the gift shop first. That's on the exit. Don't know if you can see because of the reflection, but there's a picture of Mary Baker sitting in the parlour of Anne Hathaway's cottage. That was one of the original rooms because there was an extension put onto the cottage. But yeah, we went into this room, and then there's another one, and we would have been in this area as well. The kitchen and the parlour are the original rooms in the cottage. I think the Horrible Histories were like my favourite books to read as a child.
They're really
to do with
good.
history.
We've been to the Birthplace.
There's 4 coasters in here. Is it all of them?
Birthplace.
So you've got Birthplace, Cottage.
Oh, we haven't been there.
And the new place.
Can't get it, we haven't been there.
Oh, it's a fridge magnet. This is quite cool.
Oh.
That's got all different places on. Some of them I haven't been to yet though.
A full-on day.
As always. Shakespeare's Birthplace, the new place, Anne Hathaway's cottage, a boat trip.
The theatre, Shakespeare Theatre.
Peter Rabbit
shop. And Christmas shop. And a little picnic in the gardens.
It's such a good day, and I love Stratford. Yeah,
I really love it. Like, it's a really cute, and it was busy, but it still felt quite relaxing, and I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
It was a lot prettier than I thought it was going to be as well.
I'm really excited to come back. And also like the fact that it's so close to Warwick as well. So, you know, because we go to Warwick Castle quite a few times.
You can combine it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I definitely want to book those Christmas Carol tickets and then experience it at Christmas. Because I think it'll have like a whole different vibe.
And then just looking through the shop there at some of the merch, and then there's still some other places linked to Shakespeare that we should have a look at. Yeah. Oh, amazing. All right, well, that's it for this vlog. We're going to head on home.
Yeah, I need to some airing.
It's saying about an hour and 45, so you don't need to see that. And then we'll catch up with you in the next one.
Yeah, we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for a lot more, and we'll see you soon.
Yes.
Bye.
Toodle pipski.